So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to this Galaxy J7 versus iPhone 5S comparison video. Now, I know what some people are saying. Oh, this doesn't make sense. Blah, blah, blue. Blee, blee, blee. The fact is, you can buy an iPhone 5S at the same price or similar price, even cheaper than a J7. So these are right in the same ballpark. And believe it or not, there is people are like, should I get that older iPhone or should I buy that budget Samsung that's bigger in HD? There is people like that. Actually, I would say there's a lot of people that are like that, including myself. If I was in this price range, I would be looking at these two devices myself. So you can get this at Boost Mobile and this at Boost Mobile right in the same ballpark. So the iPhone 5S does come with iOS 9.3.2, does have an 8 megapixel camera, dual tone LED flash. It does have a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera, retina display, sharp 326 pixels per inch, fingerprint scanner. Over here on the left, we do have a 5.5 inch HD AMOLED or Super AMOLED display, 5 megapixel camera. We do have a front facing flash, no fingerprint scanner, no lit up buttons, but a home button here. We do have a 13 megapixel camera, flash speaker, removable back with a 3000 milliamp hour battery, 128 gig storage. This is a 16 gig model. We're gonna run these guys through a series of tests. And how do they compare? Well, the iPhone 5S, of course, it's a thicker phone. It looks like a lot thicker actually than the J7. But it is probably about the same weight. It's a pretty weighty little phone here. And it's not weighty, it's pretty light, but these two are pretty similar in weight. This is evenly dispersed across the body. But we're gonna run these guys through a series of tests in 3, 2, 1, starting with the boot up. And let's see which one boots up first here. And you can see, I'm gonna say the J7 is gonna win this just because of its more optimized Android Marshmallow, newer, software, newer hardware. Now the J7 does have an octa-core CPU. It's a Snapdragon 615 with 2 GBs of RAM. Over here we do have the older Apple A7 chip, which is a 1.3 gigahertz dual-core Twister CPU with 1 GB of RAM. But we know iOS is optimized, so all that stuff really doesn't matter as much as you might think. So here we go. The J7 is booted up first, and now we have the 5S. They're about the same. Now, in terms of these home buttons, I'm going to tell you that the J7's home button feels just as clicky as the Apple's home button, just the Apple's home button has a fingerprint scanner. So Apple does get the nod here for the home button. But let's go to the software versions. You can see 9.3.2 here on the iPhone 5S. And then if I grab this, go to About Device, scroll down, you can see Android version 6.0.1 Marshmallow here. Now let me close everything out on both of these devices. And we're gonna run this through some application tests. I forgot to move one over. I wanted to put Vector for our game. Let me put Vector here on the iPhone 5S. And then we go grab Vector over here. We're gonna use that as our game test. And first of all, let's talk a little bit about the general user interface. So in terms of just swiping through these guys, going through the applications, Samsung has really come a long way with their new TouchWiz. And it's pretty similar on both of them. Not too much of a difference here. So in terms of just that, you're going to be fine here. But let's see which one opens applications quicker. I mean, this is a really optimized CPU. This is an octa-core CPU. But you know what? That mumbo jumbo spec stuff never really means anything of real performance. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to begin with message in 3, 2, 1. And you could see, look like Samsung there. Let's go back home. Let's go to calendar here. Look like about even. Let's go to weather. Now I have to go to the widget for weather here. Let's go to weather. Missed that tap, not fair. See if that's an application I can close. No, okay. Let's go to weather here. That looked like the iPhone on the weather application. Let's go back over here. Let's go to clock. That looked about the same. Let's go home. Looks like Samsung goes home quicker. Let's go to calculator. About the same. Let's go home. Go to cameras. And Samsung opened that one quicker. Let's go back home. Let's go to the browser. And let's just do a little quick browser test. Let's go to yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. Over here, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's see which one gets there first. That's about the same. So Samsung and iPhone 5S are pretty much similar performance here. Let's go to settings. And you can see about the same. Once again, let's go home. A Pie Geek. And this just goes to show how good the iPhone 5S still is here in 2016. I mean, this is a brand new octa-core CPU that you might think, you know, is so much better than an older iPhone 5S, but really in reality, the performance is actually about even. Let's go into YouTube and let's play one of my videos. Let's go to Everything Tech. Come on. It's hard to see this behind camera. Everything Tech, here we go. Everything Tech over here, come on. Okay, let's go here. And let's just play one of my videos. So iPhone SE. And we have the iPhone 5S playing first here. So that's there. Let's see about a speed test. Let's see which one pulls in better Wi-Fi speeds here on both of these devices. Let's begin that test. And let's see which one has a better ping and a better download and a better upload here on both devices. Now, of course, my Wi-Fi connection, same Wi-Fi connection, but this will show which one is better on the speed. So you can see iPhone 5S just straight annihilating the Galaxy J7 in terms of the Wi-Fi speeds. 45.13 on the internet over here on the iPhone 5S versus a 16.94. The upload, it looks like the iPhone 5S might catch up to around the same, and the upload is the J7. Might even beat it here. But you gotta beat now. So the J7 did better on the upload, you can see, and the 5S did way better on the download. So let's get out of there. Now let's go into eBay. Let me zoom back out because the J7's home button is not showing. So that was about even once again. Let's go into Amazon. Looked like J7, but then the iPhone caught right behind its tail. So let's go back home. Let's go to Vector Free. Let's see which one loads this game first. So it looks like we might already have a winner here. It looks like the GS, or not the GS, the it's called the J7. So we can see J7 was first there on the gaming. So nice stuff there for the Galaxy J7. And that's pretty much it. Let's go through the multitasking. I keep double clicking the home button. These phones feel so similar. Let's go into some RAM management, see how they open them up. So a little choppy there on the J7 on opening an application. Once again, iPhone 5S looks to open things in the background a little bit better. Let's go to speed test here. Okay. Speed test had to reopen on the iPhone where it stayed open on the Samsung. So it's looking like it's pretty even performance across the board. Now that had to reopen. So it looks like it's pretty even performance across the board. So this is pretty much going to wrap this video up of the Samsung Galaxy J7 versus the iPhone 5S. What is my choice if I was to pick one of these guys? I'd probably go with the iPhone 5S still over the J7 just because of its nice build. It's just as fast. It's getting iOS 10. It has a great camera. The J7 is a great budget phone if you're into Samsung devices. But in all honesty, if you were to pick one of these, I honestly think the iPhone 5S is a better phone. If you need a media powerhouse, there's no doubt about it. The Samsung is going to be a better video watching device. But overall, all around, I think the iPhone 5S offers more for your money, even though it has a smaller screen. So that's just my opinion. I'm going to wrap this up right here. What do you guys think of these two devices? Which one would you choose? Leave your comments down below. Be sure to be well. Catch you in the next one, and peace.